Hi, hello, my dear students. Good evening to all of you. Warm welcome to Turito live classes. So, we are discussing the chapter real numbers. In the previous 3 classes, we have discussed different concepts related to real numbers, and in the last class, we have discussed laws of exponents of real numbers, and we have done some problems related to that concept. In today's class, in the same chapter real numbers, we are discussing third rationalization, rationalizing factor. So, these concepts are very important concepts. So, we can use these concepts in the remaining chapters also. Okay. So, what we have discussed in the last class, laws of exponents of real numbers. So, we have discussed different formulae, a power m into a power n, a power m by a power n, a power m whole power n equal to a power n whole power m. So, we have discussed those formulae and we have done some problems related to those concepts. So, that is known as laws of exponents of real numbers. Now, what we are going to discuss today, so that is known as learning objectives. So, we will learn the following concepts in this topic, means in today class we are going to discuss what is a surd. So, how can we say one number is a surd? Next, rationalization. So, after discussing the definition surd, how can we rationalize the given number? Next, rationalizing factor. Rationalizing factor. So, we are going to discuss these 3 concepts in today class. Okay, first, let us discuss it also. Just I told you now. So, this definition and this concept surd is very important concept. So, that is why listen carefully. So, surd means the number which cannot be expressed as rational number is called a surd. A number which cannot be expressed in the form of rational number. What is the form of rational number? P by Q. If P and Q are integers and Q is a non-zero number, then we can say that is a rational number. If we are not able to express the number in the form of P by Q, then we can say that number is a surd. Next, so how can we notate the surd, or how can you denote the surd? If a is a positive rational number, next, and n is positive integer and not equal to 1, other than 1 you may take any positive integer 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on, then any expression of the form nth root of a or a power 1 by n. So, we can read this as nth root of a, that is not n into root a. N into root a is differ from nth root of a, and we can write this as a power 1 by n, a power 1 by n. So, we can read this as nth root of a, we can read this as nth root of a is called the surd of order n. So, where we have n. So, that is why we can say nth root of a or a power 1 by n is known as a surd of order n, where n is called the order. This symbol is called the radical and a is called the radicand. A is called the radicand. So, for example, if we have square root of 5, if you have square root of 5, this can be written as 5 power 1 by 2. So, this is a second order surd. So, because by comparing a power 1 by n and 5 power 1 by 2, in place of a we have 5, in place of n we have 2. So, that is why we can say this is a second order surd. Similarly, if you suppose that cube root of 10, how can you write 10 power 1 by 3, 10 power 1 by 3. Here in place of n we have 3, that is why we can say this is third order surd. So, where n is called the order, means 2 is the order, here 3 is the order, and the symbol is known as the radical. Here this symbol is known as the radical, and A is called the radicand. A means here we have 5, here we have 10. So, can you say what is the order, radical and radicand of the surd? Fourth root of 15. So, I have given fourth root of 15. So, can you send your answers? So, you can send your answers in the chat box. Fourth root of 15 is given. What is order, what is radical and what is radicand? Yes, okay, very simple. Where fourth root of 15 can be written as 15 power 1 by 4. So, since in place of n we have 4, this is fourth order surd, where in place of A we have 15, that is radicand, and this symbol is known as radical. So, if A is a positive rational number and n is positive integer other than 1, then nth root of A. So, we can read this as nth root of A or A power 1 by n is called the surd of order n, where n is called the order, that root symbol is called the radical and A is called the radical. So, let us take the example root 2, root 3, root 5, these are known as surds of order 2. So, where root 2 can be written as 2 power 1 by 2, just like this, root 5, 5 power 1 by 2, root 2 can be written as 2 power 1 by 2. Similarly, how can we write root 3? 3 power 1 by 2. Root 5 can be written as 5 power 1 by 2. So, clearly in place of n we have 2, that is why all these are known as surds of order 2 or second order 2. Next, cube root of 5, cube root of 11. So, when we have the surd like this, we can read that as cube root of, cube is nothing but 3. Here these are square roots, square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5. Okay. When we have the number like this 3 root 5, 3 root 11, then we can read them as cube root. Cube means power 3. So, cube root of 5, cube root of 11, so on. These are known as surds of order 3. Similarly, if we take fourth root of 5, fourth root of 12, fourth root of 17, these are the surds of order 4. Why? Fourth root of 5 can be written as 5 power 1 by 4. So, fourth root of 4 can be written as 5 power 1 by 4. So, fourth root of 5, fourth root of 5. So, it can be expressed as 5 power 1 by 4. Next, if we take fourth root of 17, that is 17 power 1 by 4. Do not read that as 4 into root 7. 4 into root 7 means we can write like this, but both are different. This is fourth root of 17 means 17 power 1 by 4. Fourth root of 4 into root 17 means we have to multiply root 17 by 4. So, both are different. So, if I ask you what is the order of the surd sixth root of 100, what is the order of the surd sixth root of 100? Yeah, very good. So, the order of the surd sixth root of 100 is 6. So, because this can be written as 100 power 1 by 6. So, that is why we can say this is a sixth order surd. So, hope you understood the definition of surd. Next, rationalization. So, rationalization, let us suppose that there is a number whose denominator is irrational. Irrational means a number which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. The process of converting this number into an equivalent expression whose denominator is a rational number by multiplying its numerator and denominator by a suitable number is called a rationalization. So, sometimes for the given fraction in the denominator we may have irrational number. Let us suppose that there is a number whose denominator is irrational. So, for example, if you suppose that 2 by root 5 is there, 2 by root 5 is there, clearly we can say the denominator is an irrational number. Now, by multiplying the numerator and denominator by a suitable number, and we have to convert the denominator as a rational number. So, you may multiply by any number, but here the condition is you must multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, and after multiplying the numerator and denominator must be rational number. So, an equivalent expression whose denominator is a rational number, by multiplying its numerator and denominator by a suitable number is called rationalization. So, where 2 by root 5 is there. So, to express 2 by root 5, to convert the denominator as a rational number, it is better to multiply the numerator and denominator by root 5. Now, in numerator 2 into root 5 is 2 root 5. In the denominator root 5 into root 5 is 5. Now, by observing this fraction 2 by 5 into root 5 or 2 root 5 by 5, clearly 5 is the rational number. In the given fraction, if the denominator is an irrational number, then by multiplying the numerator and denominator by the same number to convert the denominator as a rational number, then this process is known as rationalization. Example, so here I have taken 2 by root 5, here we have 3 by root 5. So, in the fraction 3 by root 5, numerator 3 is the rational number, denominator root 5 is an irrational number. To make the denominator root 5 as a rational number, let us multiply the numerator and denominator by root 5. So, 3 by root 5 into root 5 by root 5. So, that is 3 into root 5 by 5. So, 3 by root 5. Okay. So, this process is known as rationalization. Next, by using that concept, we can discuss the rationalizing factor. So, for example, in general, if we take 6, if we take 2, we can divide 6 by 2. So, that is why we can say 2 is a factor. If you take 4, 4 does not divide the number 6. So, that is why we can say 4 is not a factor. Just like that, for surds also we have to say which are factors and which are not factors. These are known as rationalizing factors. So, first let us discuss what is the rationalizing factor. If the product of two irrational numbers is rational, then each one is called the rationalizing factor of the other. For example, if we have two irrational numbers are there, multiply them. After multiplying them, if we get a rational number, then we can say those two are rationalizing factors of each other. So, for example, if we take the first rational number is root 3 and the second rational number is 1 by root 3. Okay, both are irrational numbers. If you multiply them, root 3 into 1 by root 3, root 3 get cancelled, we got 1. Clearly that is a rational number. So, that is why root 3 is the rationalizing factor of 1 by root 3 and 1 by root 3 is the rationalizing factor of 3. So, if we have two different irrational numbers, by multiplying them, if we get a rational number, then we can say those two are rationalizing factors of each other. First one is said to be the rationalizing factor of second one and second one is the rationalizing factor of the other first one. So, for example, if we take first one is root 2, second one is root 8. So, clearly we can say these two root 2 and root 8 are irrational numbers. Both are irrational numbers. Let us multiply root 2 into root 8. So, we can write under square root 2 into 8 equal to 16, but we know root 16 equal to 4. Root 2 and root 8 are different irrational numbers, but by multiplying them we got the rational number 4. That is why we can say root 2 is rationalizing factor of root 8. Root 8 is rationalizing factor of root 2. So, if the multiplication of two irrational numbers is a rational number, then we can say those two are rationalizing factors of each other. Here we have some important points are there, you can keep remembering them. So, if the given irrational numbers of these forms, we can find the another rationalizing factor easily. If a comma b are integers, then a plus root b and a minus root b are rationalizing factors of each other. A plus root b and a minus root b. So, clearly by observing this a plus root b and a minus root b. So, here by observing these two, a root b, here also we have a root b, just we have the change in the sign only. Here if we have plus, here we have minus. So, a plus root b and a minus root b. So, for example, if we take first rational number is 3 plus root 2 and second rational number is 3 minus root 2. So, we can say these two are rationalizing factors of each other. Let us check whether it is correct or not. So, according to the definition, by multiplying these two irrational numbers, if we get a rational number 3 plus root 2 into 3 minus root 2. So, where 3 plus root 2 into 3 minus root 2. So, first one if we take a plus b and if we take second one as a minus b, we know the formula identity a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square, where in place of a we have 3, in place of b we have root 2. So, 3 square minus root 2 whole square, 3 square 9 minus root 2 whole square to 9 minus 2 equal to 7, clearly that is a rational number. That is why we can say 3 plus root 2 and 3 minus root 2 are rationalizing factors of each other. Second one, if a comma b are integers and x comma y are natural numbers, then a plus b root x and a minus b root x are rationalizing factors of each other. A comma b are integers and x comma y are natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Then if we have two irrational numbers like this a plus b root x and a minus b root x, then we can say they are rationalizing factors of each other. So, for example, if we have first number is so a plus b root x 4 plus 5 root 6, and if you suppose that the second one is 4 minus 5 root 6. So, this is in the form of a plus b root x, second one is in the form of a minus b root x. If you multiply these two, so definitely you will get, so a plus b into a minus b formula a square minus b square 4 square 16 minus 5 root 6 whole square 25 into 6. By simplifying that you will get some number that should be rational number. So, that is why we can say 4 plus 5 root 6 and 4 minus 5 root 6 are rationalizing factors of each other. So, if a comma b are integers and x comma y are natural numbers, then a plus b root x and a minus b root x are rationalizing factors of each other. Next, if x comma y are natural numbers, then root x plus root y and root x minus root y are rationalizing factors of each other. So, if x and y are natural numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so on, then if we have the numbers in the form of root x plus root y and root x minus root y, then we can say they are rationalizing factors of each other. If you suppose that first number is root 2, first number is root 2 plus root 3 and second number is root 2 minus root 3. So, clearly we can say these two numbers are irrational numbers. So, let us multiply these two numbers root 2 plus root 3 into root 2 minus root 3. So, again this is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, a square root 2 whole square minus b square root 3 whole square. Root 2 whole square means 2 minus root 3 whole square 3, 2 minus 3 equal to minus 1, clearly that is a rational number. That is why we can say root 2 plus root 3 and root 2 minus root 3 are rationalizing factors of each other. So, can you say what is the rationalizing factor of root 5 minus root 6? What is your answer? What is the rationalizing factor of root 5 minus root 6? Yes, very good. Root 5 plus root 6. So, very simple. Just you can change the sign between the given two numbers. So, between root 5 and root 6 we have minus sign. To say the rationalizing factor of this number, simply you can say root 5 plus root 6. What is the rationalizing factor of minus 1 plus root 8? What is your answer? What is the rationalizing factor of minus 1 plus root 8? So, just very simple, just you can change the sign between minus 1 and root 8. Here we have plus sign. So, just you can change that as minus, then what will you get? Minus 1 minus root 8. So, when I ask the questions, you can send your answers in the chat box. So, minus 1 plus root 8 and minus 1 minus root 8 are the rationalizing factors of each other. So, here do not change the sign. If we have plus, you can keep plus only. If we have minus, you can keep minus only. But between the given two numbers, you can take opposite sign. If plus is there, take minus. If minus is there, take plus. So, these three formulae are important. A plus root b and a minus root b are rationalizing factors of each other. A plus b root x and a minus b root x are rationalizing factors of each other. Root x plus root 5 and root x minus root 5 are rationalizing factors of each other. Now, let us do the problems related to Surds, rationalizing factor and rationalization. Now, problem number 1. Rationalize the denominator 1 by 3 plus root 2. Okay. So, by observing the denominator that is in the form of a plus root b, a plus root b. So, just we have discussed now, a plus root b and a minus root b are rationalizing factors of each other. So, rationalizing factor of 3 plus root 2 is 3 minus root 2. So, what is the meaning of rationalization? So, when the denominator of the given fraction is an irrational number, then by multiplying the numerator and denominator by a suitable number, and we have to change the denominator as a rational number. Since the denominator is 3 plus root 2, we know the rationalizing factor of 3 plus root 2 is 3 minus root 2. So, rationalizing factor, RF means rationalizing factor. So, simply we can write rationalizing factor as RF. Rationalizing factor of 3 plus root 2 is 3 minus root 2. Rationalizing factor of 3 plus root 2 is 3 minus root 2. So, means we have to multiply the numerator and denominator of the given fraction 1 by 3 plus root 2 by 3 minus root 2. Therefore, 1 by 3 plus root 2 equal to 1 by 3 plus root 2 equal to 1 by 3 plus root 2 1 by 3 plus root 2 into. So, by dividing and multiplying, or by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 3 minus root 2, 3 minus root 2 by 3 minus root 2. Now, in numerator 1 into 3 minus root 2 can be written as 3 minus root 2. In the denominator we have 3 plus root 2 into 3 minus root 2, 3 plus root 2 into 3 minus root 2. Clearly the denominator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So, we know the identity, a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square, where in place of a we have 3, in place of b we have root 2. So, we can write 3 minus root 2 by a square 3 square minus b square root 2 whole square. So, in the denominator we have 3 square 9 minus root 2 whole square 2. So, that is 3 minus root 2 by 3 square 9 minus root 2 whole square 2, root 2 into root 2 2. Now, by observing the denominator we have 9 minus 2. So, 9 minus 2 means 7. So, that is 3 minus root 2 by 7. So, this is the rationalizing factor of 1 by 3 plus root 2. Okay. So, rationalize the denominator. So, what is the denominator? 3 plus root 2. So, just we have discussed a plus root b and a minus root b are rationalizing factors of each other. So, since 3 plus root 2 is there, we can take the rationalizing factor as 3 minus root 2, multiply the numerator and denominator by 3 minus root 2 and simplify. So, after simplification we got 3 minus root 2 by 7. So, hope you understood, ma'am. I am going to next problem. Rationalize the denominator 1 by root 5 plus root 2. Can anyone say what is the rationalizing factor of root 5 plus root 2? What is the rationalizing factor of root 5 plus root 2? Yeah. So, just we have discussed. If a comma b are natural numbers, then root a plus root b and root a minus root b are rationalizing factors of each other. So, since the denominator is root 5 plus root 2, then we can take the rationalizing factor as root 5 minus root 2. Rationalizing factor of root 5 plus root 2 is rationalizing factor of root 5 plus root 2 is root 5 minus root 2, means by multiplying the numerator and denominator by root 5 minus root 2. Therefore, 1 by root 5 plus root 2 equal to 1 by root 5 plus root 2 into 1 by root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2 by root 5 minus root 2. In numerator we have root 5 minus root 2. In the denominator we have root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2. Root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2. So, root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2. Root 5 minus root 2. Now, clearly again the denominator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Again we know a square minus b square. A plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. So, that equal to root 5 minus root 2 root 5 whole square minus root 2 whole square. The denominator can be written as root 5 whole square minus root 2 whole square. So, by simplifying root 5 minus root 2, in the denominator root 5 whole square means 5, root 2 whole square means 2. So, 5 minus 2. So, 5 minus 2 means 3. So, you will get root 5 minus root 2 by 5 minus 2 is 3. By rationalizing the denominator of the given fraction, we got root 5 minus root 2 by 3. So, with respect to the denominator of the given number, you can take the rationalizing factor, you can multiply the numerator and denominator by that factor and simplify. So, hope you understood, ma'am. Next problem. Simplify by rationalizing the denominator of 6 minus 4 root 3 by 6 plus 4 root 3. So, can you say what is the rationalizing factor of 6 plus 4 root 3? What is the rationalizing factor of 6 plus 4 root 3? So, very easy, that is 6 minus 4 root 3. 6 minus 4 root 3. So, rationalizing factor of denominator, that is 6 plus 4 root 3 is 6 minus 4 root 3. That is why by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 6 minus 4 root 3. 6 minus 4 root 3 by 6 plus 4 root 3 equal to. So, by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 6 minus 4 root 3. 6 minus 4 root 3 by 6 plus 4 root 3 into 6 minus 4 root 3 by 6 minus 4 root 3. Okay, by multiplying the numerator and denominator by 6 minus 4 root 3. Now, in numerator 6 minus 4 root 3 into 6 minus 4 root 3 can be written as 6 minus 4 root 3 whole square. 6 minus 4 root 3 whole square. In the denominator 6 plus 4 root 3 into 6 minus 4 root 3. 6 plus 4 root 3 into 6 minus 4 root 3. By observing the numerator, we have 6 minus 4 root 3 whole square, that is in the form of a minus b whole square. So, we know the identity a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. By applying that formula, in place of a we have 6. In place of b we have 4 root 3. So, that is why a square 6 square 36 minus 2ab minus 2 into 6 into 4 root 3. 2 6 are 12, 12 4 ja 48 root 3. 6 square 36 minus 2ab, 2 6 are 12, 12 4 ja 48 root 3 plus b square 4 root 3 whole square. 4 root 3 whole square means 4 root 3 into 4 root 3. 4 into 4 16 into root 3 into root 3 3, 16 3 ja 48. So, 36 minus 48 root 3 plus 48. Now, denominator 6 plus 4 root 3 into 6 minus 4 root 3 is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, where a square means 6 square 36 minus b square means again 4 root 3 whole square, you will get minus 48. Now, in numerator 6 square 36 minus 2ab, 2 6 are 12, 4 ja 48 root 3 plus b square 48. So, where 36 and 48, these two are rational numbers. By adding them, you will get 84. 8 plus 6 14, 1 plus 3 4, 4 plus 4 8, 84 minus 48 root 3 minus 48 root 3, denominator 36 minus 48. So, where 36 is a positive number, 48 is negative number, that is why we have to subtract 36 from 48. Then what will you get? 8 minus 6 2, 4 minus 3 1, minus 12, minus 12. So, for the given two numbers, if we have opposite sign, then we have to subtract the least number from the greatest number, and we have to keep the sign of the greatest number, where the greatest number is 48 and that has negative sign. So, that is why I have taken that is minus 12. Now, 84 minus 48 root 3, in numerator for 84 and 48 we can take 12 as common. So, 12 7 ja 84, 12 4 ja 48. So, that is why in numerator by taking 12 as common, 12 7 times minus 12 4 ja 4 root 3, by denominator minus 12. So, 12 12 get cancelled, 12 12 get cancelled. By keeping the negative sign which we have in the denominator, so we can write like this, minus of 7 minus 4 root 3. So, by rationalizing the denominator 6 plus 4 root 3 and after simplifying we got minus of 7 minus 4 root 3. So, hope you understood ma. Next problem. If a and b are rational numbers and root 11 minus root 7 by root 11 plus root 7 equal to a minus b into root 77, then find the values of a and b. Okay. Here a and b are given as two rational numbers. They are in the form of p by q. Also given that root 11 minus root 7 by root 11 plus root 7 equal to a minus b into root 77. We have to find the values of a and b. So, to solve this problem, let us rationalize the denominator. What is the denominator? Root 11 plus root 7. What is the rationalizing factor of root 11 plus root 7? Root 11 minus root 7. Root 11 minus root 7. So, by rationalizing the denominator, we can write LHS as root 11 minus root 7 by root 11 plus root 7 into root 11 minus root 7 by root 11 minus root 7 equal to a minus b root 77. Simplify the LHS part and compare on both sides, you will get the values of a and b. So, by rationalizing the denominator, by rationalizing the denominator, by rationalizing the denominator. What is the denominator? Root 11 plus root 7. So, you will get root 11 minus root 7 by root 11 plus root 7. So, since plus is there, in the rationalizing factor you will get minus root 11 minus root 7 by root 11 minus root 7 equal to a minus b into root 77. Now, in numerator root 11 minus root 7 into root 11 minus root 7 can be written as root 11 minus root 7 whole square. Root 11 minus root 7 whole square. In the denominator, root 11 plus root 7 into root 11 minus root 7. So, they are in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square, a square root 11 whole square minus b square root 7 whole square equal to a minus b into root 77. Now, by observing the numerator, we have root 11 minus root 7 whole square. Clearly, that is in the form of a minus b whole square. So, by using the identity a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, where in place of a we have root 11, in place of b we have root 7. So, by using that formula a square root 11 whole square, root 11 whole square minus 2ab, 2 into root 11 into root 7 plus b square root 7 whole square by denominator root 11 whole square minus root 7 whole square. Root 11 whole square means root 11 into root 11, 11 minus root 7 whole square, root 7 into root 7, 7 equal to a minus b into root 77, where we can write root 11 whole square is 11 minus 2 into root 11 into root 7, root 77 plus root 7 whole square is 7. So, from this view, so I am writing here root 11 whole square 11 minus 2 into root 11 into 7, 77 plus root 7 whole square 7 by 11 minus 7 is 4 equal to a minus b into root 77. Now, in numerator 11 and 7 are rational numbers. By adding them, you will get 11 plus 7, 18 minus 2 into root 77 by 4 equal to a minus b into root 77. So, you have to get the values of a and b. Find the values of a and b. To get the values of a and b, by separating, so we can write 18 by 4 minus 2 by 4 into root 77 equal to a minus b into root 77. Here we can cancel 18 and 4 by 2, you will get 2 9 times 2 2 times 9 by 2 minus 2 by 4 means 2 2 times 1 by 2 into root 77 equal to a minus b into root 77. So we have to find the values of a and b by comparing the equal terms on both sides. In place of a we have 9 by 2. Here minus 1 by 2 root 77. Here we have minus b into root 77. So minus is common, root 77 is also common. So that's why we can take b equal to 1 by 2 by comparing the equal terms on both sides. Then you will get a equal to 9 by 2 and b equal to 1 by 2. So the values of a and b. So find the values of a and b. The value of a is, so the value of a is 9 by 2 and the value of b is 1 by 2. So a equal to 9 by 2 and b equal to 1 by 2. So these are the required values with respect to the given problem. If a and b are rational numbers and root 11 minus root 7 by root 11 plus root 7 equal to a minus b root 77, then find the values of a and b. So before solving the problem, you have to read the given problem carefully. In the given problem, what we have, okay, what we have to prove, what they have given, what we have to prove. So what we have to prove or what we have to find. So to solve the given problem, which formula or which concept are required. So just you can recap those formulae or concept and you can start solving step by step. Easily you will get the answer. So for this problem, you have to find the values of a and b when a comma b are rational numbers. Root 11 minus root 7 by root 11 plus root 7 equal to a minus b root 77. Just you can rationalize the denominator. You can rationalize the denominator, where what is the denominator? Root 11 plus root 7. By multiplying the numerator and denominator by root 11 minus root 7. So you will get numerator root 11 minus root 7 whole square, denominator root 11 plus root 7 into root 11 minus root 7, a plus b into a minus b form, a square minus b square equal to a minus b root 77. So the numerator is in the form of a minus b whole square. So expand the identity a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. In place of a we have root 11, in place of b we have root 7. So a square root 11 whole square minus 2ab minus 2 into root 11 into root 7 plus b square root 7 whole square by root 11 whole square minus root 7 whole square. Root 11 whole square is 11, root 7 whole square is 7 equal to a minus b root 77. Okay, so this is the identity. So by simplifying, root 11 whole square, root 11 into root 11, that is 11, minus 2 into root 11 into root 7, root 77, plus root 7 whole square 7 by 11 minus 7 4 equal to a minus b root 77. So by adding the rational numbers, similar numbers, 11 plus 7 18 minus 2 root 77 by 4 equal to a minus b root 77. So by separating, we got 18 by 4 minus 2 by 4 root 77 equal to a minus b root 77. Here by simplifying 18 by 4 we got 9 by 2, here minus 1 by 2 root 77. By comparing the similar terms on both sides, we got a equal to 9 by 2 and b equal to 1 by 2. So just by rationalizing the denominator, we got the values of a and b. So after completing the class, once again you can practice all these problems. So every day you have to do like this. So in a particular class we can discuss some formulae or some definitions or some concepts or some problems. So whatever we may discuss in the class, after the class you have to practice them. So practice is very important. So then only easily you can do the or you can solve the problems in mathematics. Okay. In the next class we can discuss how to find the square root of a surd. Okay. So thank you all my dear friends for subscribing to Turito. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.